Welcome back to What Are Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a T92 HMC, the Tier 10 American SPG. This one's on the northeast spawn of Klondike in a grand battle, and it's under the command of the BassmanFromHell. Okay, we've seen him in one battle with the T92, the CGC, the Conqueror gun carriage, and one with the Batcher Tillion 155-58. Now we're seeing him in the Tier 10 American with the 24cm gun. Now it can do a massive 1300 alpha, penetrates 60mm of armor, and it's got a burst radius of 13 meters with the standard shells. That goes up to 14.5 with the premium. But it's got a massive reload time as well, 41 seconds, very long indeed. Okay, he's loaded, but he now needs a target to fire at. Now we saw a TVP T5051 briefly around about this position, but there's a couple of enemy tanks just here, just below this ridgeline. You can't really see there's a ridgeline there because we're in the overhead view. It'd be much more relevant in Battle Assistant. You could see the ridgeline, but he can see the Cranvan. He's fired around at him. Oh, that was very close, right on his front quarter. He did 437 hit points of damage with that shot. Oh, knocked a tree down there. That might give away his position to the enemy, but he's moving away from the tree. So it'll only give an impression of which direction he was travelling in. Now he's got another 18 seconds or 16 seconds now before he's reloaded. Just lining up the shot with two tanks together. This is when I normally get out the premium ammo. But of course he didn't know that he was going to see two tanks together before he selected his ammo. Rounds out in the IS-7. Oh, it went long, but it still hit the target. Did 637 hit points of damage, and he's picked up some stun assist. Now Bassman's carrying, well, you normally carry, I think it's, if I remember correctly, it's 16 rounds of ammunition, but he's actually carrying 5 rounds of premium. And is this 16? I think it was 16, yes. And the rest was standard. Now he's got them bunched together. This is where it gets really fun because the splash radius of this Arty is so big. You can hit more than one tank at the same time. Oh, that one hit the E5 and damaged the mouse. So you can see how far away from the actual aim point the shell went. It went slightly to the right, missed the mouse, which was the main target, and hit the T110 E5, and he's picked up some damage assist because he tracked the E5. Okay, there was the E5 blowing up. Looks like he lost his turret. In fact, it landed on his engine deck, the turret. Okay, he's almost ready to go again. The mouse is his target this time. Will the shell land near the aim point? Well, it veered to the right, but it still hit the target. So 236 hit points of damage and 613 of stun assist. So profitable. Now you can see he's just moving about randomly for his next shot, but he's staying in the same general area. Now the T92 is built from the hull of a T26E3. That's otherwise known as the Eagle. They didn't build that many of them actually. They were in the production line at the Detroit Arsenal, and they were going to build quite a few, but well, the war ended before they were ready, and as a consequence he didn't well, they didn't actually have to use them and fire them in anger. That was a near miss, that one on the E5 and also on the IS-7. His next target's a pair of E100s, and behind them a Jaeger, but he might actually be able to damage that Heshbarn as well if they both move together. Alright, switch targets. There's a mouse in the north, an Object 277, another E5. 30 enemies facing 30 on the other side. grand battles are a big opportunity for Arty to make a huge profit. In fact, probably the only tank in the grand battle that actually does make a lot of money. And he killed the E100, 67 hit points of damage, but it was a kill, and his first. He's staying in the north for the moment. Focusing on the mouse. Marked its target to let his teammates know. Yes, he does use Battle Assistant every now and then, Bassman. Or it's difficult to hit him when he's behind those chutes, the mining chutes, or the mining conveyors, I should say, because you can actually hit those instead of the actual target. Okay, he's lined it up, fires the round in. Oh, kill shot! 416 hit points, so he's got his second kill. He's changed his position quite a bit here. There's only one enemy up in this area at the moment, the 60 TP. He's dialing in, hoping... Oh, no, unfortunately, that enemy was killed. But that means he saved the shell, because the enemy was killed before he fired. So, normally what happens is Arty will dial in on target, shoot, and at that moment, his teammates will get the kill and the shell will be completely wasted. Fires at the Jaeger, who manages to pull out of the way, but the shell actually landed on the ridgeline above him, so I'm afraid it's a no damage on that one. They're winning this one quite comprehensively at the moment. They're 9 tanks up on the enemy. Now it's 10 tanks up on the enemy. There's only 7 enemy remaining, and a GW E100 has come into sight, and he's almost loaded. In fact, there's 2 Arty in sight at the moment, but, well, he switched to the other one, which was a T92 HMC. He's fired snap, and long flight time for the shell. Lands near it, but not on it. 189. I think that was because he fired snap. He fired snap because he thought his teammates were about to kill the T92 anyway, and he might as well get some damage on him and get the stun assist. And there's the kill, and it goes to the other T92 on his team. There's only 3 enemies remaining now. Super Conk is the next one, or is it going to be the E4? I think he's going to go for the E4 instead. Almost ready to go. Okay, needs to fire soon because otherwise the enemies... Oh, it went long, but it still stunned the E4. In fact, actually, I think it was more to do with the fact the E4 didn't move as far south as he thought he would. And that's why the shell didn't hit. I'm not sure he's going to get another shot. There's only 2 enemies remaining. And he's now looking for the enemy Arty, which was somewhere in this area. That was that GWE 100. And there he is. We're almost loaded, but not quite. It's the last round of standard ammunition. He's just fired shotgun at the Batchat and stunned him. But I think the Batchat's going to get the kill. Just as Bassman's loaded, the last kill is made. And it's all over. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats and we'll see how well he did in this one. He's got his ace tanker, and it's not just any ace tanker. This one was his first ace tanker in the T92 HMC. You can always tell it's the first one because on this site, when you get the first one, you get scrolls underneath the M, and only the first time. He also managed to get a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In this one, he got 11, and his win rate in the battle was 3,400, which is Super Unicum standard. Now let's have a look at team score and see how well he actually did do. Well, he didn't get the highest damage in this game. He did in one of the previous ones. In the Conqueror gun carriage he got the top, but in this one he got 3,099 hit points. He was beaten by the Batchat 25 ton, the guy who killed that last Arty. He got 5,491 hit points of damage, followed by the next highest scorer, which was the GWE 100 with 4,387, and then the Wizzy 111 Model 5A, who managed to get 4,245. When it came to kills, it was the Wizzy 111 who managed to get the highest. He got 3 kills, so did the E4 and the Heshbarn. I'm afraid Bassman only got 2 kills, which puts him in joint second place, but joint second place alongside the Batchat 25 ton, the 60 TP, the other T92 HMC, the 60 TP, the GWE 100, and on the enemy team 3 players, the GWE 100, the Heshbarn, and their Object 277. And when it came to base XP, well, he was second highest because the Batchat 25 ton did the best. He got 1,209 and Bassman managed to get 1,057. These were the only 2 players who managed to get over 1,000 base. And I suspect the reason the Batchat 25 ton got as high as he did with a win rate of 5,487 was because he did so much in the way of spotting assist. Yes, 2,239 hit points of spotting assist, and that's why he did so well, because he was spotting for his team as well as actually doing damage to the enemy. 5,491 hit points of damage, a lot of spotting, and that's why he got an ace tank for that guy. Bassman fired 10 rounds in that game. Got 3 direct hits and 13 penetrations, or 13 splash, sorry. 3 direct hits and no penetrations and 13 splash. Damage of 3,099 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 2, did 1,460 hit points of damage assistance, plus 5,251 hit points of stun assist off 11 stuns, and that's why he got an ace tanker, because he did so much assistance on top of his actual. It means that together, he actually got a combined of about 9.5k of actually damage. In fact, it's 9.8. And that is why he did so well in this game. Yes, it really does help if you get additional combined damage. I think it's close to 9.7 actually, but yes, 9.8. We'll just round it. 9.8 damage, and very well played it was too. He hit targets which he knew were going to be hit by his own teammates, and that enabled him to get the stun assist. 96,366 credits on a premium account, and after resupply of ammunition and consumables took away 51,366 credits. He got 7 bonds from the battle, and he also picked up 1,585 XP times 2 for the first victory, and took away 3,171 experience points altogether. So a very good game for his first ace tanker. And Bassman's really getting to like the grand battles. He does make a lot out of it, and I suspect, yes, he's going to become one of those players who really enjoys getting his teeth into 30 enemies and hitting as many of them as he can. And it is a very profitable way to make credits on this game. If you enjoyed this replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, please. And thanks for watching.